What's up folks, my name's Dean McCrun and this is Take the Bucket. I'm not gonna lie, I'm properly loving how... What's going on here? Let me by. Let me cross the roundabout. There it is guys, that is the famous Buncha. I've been running fucking stick ahead and have at you cunt. And today I'm in the streets of Hanoi, Vietnam, and I only have 300, yes 300 Vietnamese dong to last me all day for food. Oh, the joy. Hi, Bansana. Hey, fuck up. Like, you're not going nowhere. Hold on, Let's get in the video and I'm going to show you exactly how I got here. Boom. Good morning, folks, from Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm going to start this video off showing you around my private accommodation that I have here in Hanoi. Then we're going to head out and we're going to go on a little fancy around Hanoi. I know how much you love seeing the differences in the styles of accommodation, but first, before I show you my room, we have a little balcony here. Now, there's someone in there next door, a French geezer, but we're out in like a little, this is like a backstreet alleyway here. There's my room in there. This is a little nitty gritty tight streets of Hanoi. We're right in the thick of it. This is the old quarter. And I'm right off the beaten track here, down this little side street. That's actually somebody's golf in there. You can see when they're cooking their lunch or their dinner. Another balcony up there. Yeah, I could almost reach out and touch the opposite side of these narrow little winding roads. And when I say winding, they are winding. Nothing is symmetrical here. Every road goes kind of like this. It's, if you know, you could get disorientated very easy. Google Maps, it must be a nightmare for Google Maps to try and design a route for here. And even like using Google Maps, you're like, am I going the right way here? But this is what just £15 a night can get you in Hanoi, Vietnam. For just £15 a night, you get a private room up here. This is my little balcony here in the back streets. But then I'm going to show you now inside where the magic happens. So that is my bed right there. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, as you can see. Oh, trying to get in, but simple but effective. I've literally just got, there's my bed there. You've got that little space to go out into the balcony area. I've got AC, which is a must. You have to have AC. It is so hot here. You know, I've got my little dresser there, which means, you know, I can get my clothes in there, my wash bags. I can hang some clothes up there and get my bag ready now. And I've got a fridge that I've got stocked up with the water and the iced coffees. And literally just, you know, let me see, an arm's length away from the edge of the bed, you're into the bathroom. Here we go. As always, they have the little keys like this, but that's the bathroom. Bit of a tight squeeze, as you can see, but has everything you need, you know. I don't need much more. You can do your number 2 here. Here you can get your shower, and you've got a little, you know, where you can do your teeth, and then that's you out into your bedroom. I need to start walking into the bedroom with like sliders on, because the tiled ground, it ends up stinking with foot marks everywhere. There you go. Now that's what just £15 a night can get you in the capital city of Vietnam, Hanoi. I need my private space. I need my private bathroom. I need somewhere where I can come and chill. I think £15 a night is more than enough. It's incredible for what you get for it. Let me know, would you stay here yourself? Drop me a DM or drop me a message in the comment section. But for me, doesn't take a lot to make me happy. This is like a palace. This is like a 5-star resort to me. I've got literally every amenity that I need, and I am happy. We're going to head out now. We're going to head into the streets of Vietnam, and we're going to go on a little adventure. So this is just outside my apartment here. As you can see, even the staircase is very narrow. It's built for, I'm guessing it's built for smaller people, or to fit more kind of real estate into, you know, a smaller space. That is the reception area here, and just like that, you open this door and you are out into the back streets. Here we are. Love this part of town. It's, you know, you're close enough to where everything's happening, but you're also at the back streets where, you know, where you can see like local people living. This is like the tight little streets here. This is what I love about Hanoi. Just tight streets, nice but like old buildings, colours everywhere. It is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. And as I said before, it just zigzags through here. So here, this street during the night, you can get food here. I got some last night. You can get the chips, and you can get the, hello, you can get the, yeah, I'm just making a video. I went there last night, so you can get the little bits of pork and chips, and you sit there, there's the seats. You can actually go now and have your lunch now, it's open. But around about, I think about 4 or 5 o'clock when everybody's having like late lunch or dinner, this place is having the whole way up. Like, this is literally a restaurant, just that little pot, that's where they cook everything on. And they put the little chairs. I love in Vietnam the little tiny chairs here. When I seen the chairs and heard about the chairs, I thought they had a bit of a romantic story, you know, a bit of a like funny background to them. It turns out it's just for convenience. Someone told me that. Whether that's a true story, I don't know. They said so. Like now and again, the police would come around and complain about the tables and chairs being out in the streets like this, and it's just easy for them to push them in, and you can fit more people into such a small space. Whether that's the right reason, I don't know. Me personally, sitting hunched over like that there is actually more comfortable than the kind of standard chairs that we use kind of in the UK and Europe and even America. Like we sit very up straight, upright. It's not comfortable when your body's kind of hunched over like this. Far more comfortable. But I don't know if that's the right reason. Is it because it's so easy just to put in? Is it because they're smaller here? I don't know, who knows, but I definitely think that the Vietnamese chairs and table are the way forward. Honestly, Hanoi has to be probably the most beautiful city I've ever been to, just in terms of aesthetics. It's just so aesthetically pleasing, like so much going on. Like this is just a bog standard street here. This is how every single street in Hanoi looks. And it's better than 90% of the streets across the world. Just so much colours, so vibrant, and for a city that's really like densely populated and there's a lot going on, it's kind of peaceful. Like I can't hear horns honking, you know, every now and again there's horns honking. You're not getting people like in the shops trying to beg you to come into their shop. You know, there's lots of traffic, but they're civil with how they drive. You know, you're not. It's not like in Pakistan where you're nearly down every tuk-tuk ride you get. But definitely one of the most beautiful cities. Just colours galore, shops, some amazing clothing. I need to get one of them hats at some stage. What I think's funny about that there, if I didn't have the camera, she would have come up to me and said, "Do you want to buy this?" Or tried to sell me something, but as soon as I spun the camera around, she did not want to know. But this is the amazing, beautiful, incredible, sublime, colourful, chaotic but peaceful Hanoi, Vietnam. Whoa, big bit of chicken there. So I'm going to have a bit of a food day today. Vietnam is one of the best food countries in the world, and I've actually only brung 300 Vietnamese dong out with me. That was by accident. I actually only wanted to bring that out with me this morning until I go back to the apartment and get more money. But you know what? I'm going to make this into like a little series just off the cuff of what you can get for 300 Vietnamese dong, which is about £9, okay? So I'm going to try and see if I can make the £9 last me the entire day for food, and we're going to see what all I can get for just £9 here in Vietnam. I know for a fact I'm going to get a lot, I just don't know how much. So that's what the plan is today. We've got 300 Vietnamese dong. We're going to eat until we're full up, until we're ready to throw up, and we'll see what just £9 gets you here. If you're from America, that is probably about $11, $12. If you are spending euros, that would be about £10. Who knows? 300 Vietnamese dong. Let's go. So, as a lot of you know, Vietnam is extremely famous for coffee. It's one of the biggest producers of coffee in the world, but it actually goes a step further. It has its own special brand of coffee, egg coffee. Yes, you heard that right, egg coffee. And right here in Hanoi is a cafe that produced the first ever egg coffee. It's kind of famous here. It's kind of a hot spot and kind of something you have to do while you're here. So we're going to head into Cafe Giang since, there it is, since 1946, the famous egg coffee. Let's see what it's all about. I get coffee? Upstairs? Upstairs? Okay. Whoa. Right, I'm getting sent up the stairs here. I don't know why they didn't let me sit in the seats down there. Whoa, check the place out. Let's go in here, let's see. That must be the main room where everybody sits, where the window is. I'm gonna pop a seat here, the wee tiny seats. And as I said before at the start of the video, I love the tiny the chairs are. I love the little seats here in Vietnam. Right, so let me see. There's the menu here. So the traditional hot egg coffee is 45 Vietnamese dong. There it is there. Which is only about hundreds of pound, 45. It's only like 30p. 50p, we'll go with 50p. It's about 50p for a coffee. There's actually lots of different ones you can get. They've got the egg Oreo there, which sounds incredible. Egg and cinnamon sounds good as well. Egg and cacao, egg and banana. Interested to see what way a coffee comes out when there's egg used instead of milk. What way it's going to be using egg. I've never heard that anywhere else in the world. I wonder if anywhere else has adopted the Vietnamese tradition of the famous egg coffee, or well, it's just a thing that only here is used.
A coffee hot?
Yeah. Yep, thank you very much. Oh, did I just keep the receipt then? I found this out yesterday in Vietnam. What to do is, when food is, anytime you buy something, no matter where it is, even the street food vendors, the soldiers outside my accommodation, they give you like a little receipt like this, and then you have to go to the till, and that's how you pay for your stuff. Where we just kind of asked for the bill at the time, but here we go. This is the famous egg coffee from Vietnam. Let's see what this is about. Oh, look, oh, very, very thick consistency, look. Oh. Right, let's see what the egg coffee is all about here, right? As you can see, the consistency of it, look. You can actually spoon it. Woo. That top there is really like thick. Really sugary and sweet as well. You can almost do that as a dessert. But I was told there's a technique to it. Apparently you're meant to. So if you go to the outside like this, you're supposed to push it down and go around, and finally it ends up like a coffee consistency. I'm just gonna spin it like this. That's all the egg, look. So according to my knowledge, the story behind this is it goes back into Indochina times, right? When there was a war, the Indochina War, and milk was scarce. There wasn't enough like milk around, so a guy came up with the idea to use egg whites as a way of making coffee and replacing the milk. Apparently that was 1941 or 1942. This coffee shop has been open from 1946. So a couple of years after he invented the egg coffee, he opened this shop, and it's been open ever since. What I think's funny about this here is, look, they give you a little bowl of hot water here, so your coffee can stay warm. I'm not gonna lie, I'm properly loving how, look, kind of like a custard consistency, and you can literally spoon the coffee like this. Woo! It's really sugary. There's lots of sugar upon it. It's made with egg whites, condensed milk, and sugar, extremely sugary. But as expected with Vietnamese coffee, it's not that strong now. But the further down I'm getting, it's starting to go really black. And I think the egg white part just sits on top, and it gets down and it's starting to get strong, and I guarantee it's going to get stronger. It's starting to get darker once you mix it up like that. And the kind of egg white bit that's sitting on top is starting to filter through. Let's give this a proper taste now, a proper gulp, proper swig. Whoa! As always, it's strong, extremely strong, like Vietnamese coffee. The egg white bit is like filtering it or mixing it around, so it's not as strong. But I guarantee when I get to the bottom, where there's no egg whites, yeah, that's going to give you quite the hit. Thank you, sir. So there you go, that is the famous Vietnamese egg coffee. I'm guessing that is the guy, the OG, that invented it. Or just maybe a picture of a random Vietnamese guy. But egg coffees, I give it a 7 out of 10. I think if the consistency of the egg bit, the desserty bit, stayed throughout the whole coffee, it would be a nice dessert. As it gets down to the bottom, it's just like custard and then black coffee. It gets really like strong and bitter as you get down to the bottom. But yeah, I could fuck with it now and again. 7 out of 10. It wouldn't be my go-to. It wouldn't be like waking up in the morning going, yeah, I'm down for the egg coffee. But I think it's more the story behind it. It's interesting that, you know, always think I'm fascinating. Like as humans, no matter what obstacle gets thrown at us, we can always invent or create something to get past that. And you know, during the Indo-China war here, when they couldn't make milk, but they loved their coffee, they were able to get around that by using egg whites. And obviously that goes bigger on a grander scale across the world with the technology now and the inventions that we have, that no matter what kind of obstacle we have got thrown at it as humans, we always just create or invent something or try something new. And obviously it's through trial and error. A lot of things don't work. That's how a lot of people have got sick or unwell or died, or things have went pear-shaped. But we get a lot of things right. And egg coffees, did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? I don't know. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm just kind of, the jury's out. It's kind of monotone, mediocre, mid. I just caught on there that my mathematics in the coffee shop was completely all over the shop. No pun intended. I was saying that the coffee was 50p. It would actually be £1.50. 100 Vietnamese dong is £3. So 50 would be £1.50. 45 is just going to be short of £1.50. So I was all over the shop. I was lying to every single one of you. I was gaslighting every one of you and letting you know that it was 50p when it wasn't. It was 150. Like that's 1/3 of the price. Just completely lying through my teeth. But we're going to go here and get a bit packies, and I'm going to go for a dish here called bun cha that I want to try. I've been here a couple of days and I haven't got to try the local cuisine. I've been too busy eating banh mi's, which is local cuisine, but I'm eating a ridiculous amount. I'm eating like 4 or 5 banh mi's a day. They're just so good. I'm going to make a bold statement. Banh mi's are the best. They are the GOAT of travel food. I don't care what anybody says. Banh mi's are the GOAT, and I can't stop eating them. But we're going to go, don't know what's going on here. It's a bit of a roundabout with some really bad roundabouts. It's like a metal frame with some flags hanging out of it. I don't quite know what's going on here. And then there's just like a little, is that like a tour of the little trolleys going up the street? Why is there so many little trolleys? I don't know. And then there's a guy from the police coming over here. I don't know if he's come to shout at me or direct traffic. Ah, he's going to direct traffic. He's got the button. There we go. You get it all sorted, mate. Up that way. Everybody go that way. I love that they have, I don't even think you'll be able to see in camera, they have like a road worker, and it's like a dummy, it's like a test dummy just standing there. He's like, I wonder how much they're paying him an hour just to stand there, big bit of plastic. And it's not like people are driving along going, oh, I have to stop because the mannequin's here. Why? You know what I mean? You may as well have a mannequin, scarecrow and a snowman there, because all three of them aren't going to do fuck all. But back to what I was saying, let's get across this road. I'm going to go for, instead of eating bang me's, which I would love to have a bang me, we're going to go and have, what's going on here? Let me by. Let me cross the roundabout. There we go. They're not know tick the buckets in town. Right, I think it's down this way. I want to go and get buncha. Finally back on story. We're going to go and get buncha in a famous restaurant. Or in fact, if I told you why this restaurant was famous or popular, you wouldn't even believe me. Honestly, you're in for a treat. It is, it's crazy. When I found out about it, I was like, there's no way that is actually a thing. But we're gonna go and get buncha. I don't even know what buncha is. I've done a wee bit of research. I like to find out when I get there. We're gonna get a bit of food. We're gonna go and get buncha, and we're not getting bang me's. And there's a funny story about a former president of the US called Barack. Look at that for an entrance to the hotel. It looks like I've stumbled across the snobby part of town. It makes sense why a former president would want to come here. Look at this hotel here. Look at that. It's got the red carpet, it's got the murk outside. This one's the same. Look at this. In fact, the whole entrance is all tiled. This must be the snobby upper class part of town. The part of town that I'm not welcoming, and the part of town that I don't want to be welcoming. It's not my cup of tea, but it makes sense why a president would come here, you know. But look at this sexy shoe shop and all. There's a sexy shoe shop. Valentino. Oh, excuse us. Ooh, talk about snobby. You know how a hotel's kind of wealthy or upper class. It has flags outside it. Look, it has 5 flags outside. There's a French one, the Vietnamese one. I don't know what the other 2 are, but that's how you know a hotel's snobby, when it's got flags outside it. Not a bit of me at all. But it's nice to take a walk around this part of town. Oh, look at this here. Oh, what's this? The police. So that guy's wearing the green uniform, and that one over there is wearing like the deserty coloured one. What's that about? Surely are they not rivals? They couldn't be on the same team. He's wearing green, he's wearing desert, and the guy over there is wearing the green. Surely they're not in the same team. It's just me. It's like, see when you go into like the bookies or the pub back home and you're wearing a high fizz, like high fizz guys, like we're mates, like you open the door for them, you wave at them even if you don't know them, you know. But if you're wearing a yellow high fizz and they're wearing an orange one, you're kind of rivals. Like if 2 years are wearing the yellow high fizz, you're like, oh, there he is, how are you, mate, how are you? No, you don't even know them, but you're talking to them. But if you're wearing like a yellow and they're wearing an orange, must be something going on here, like. Has Barack Obama came back? I don't know, is Barack Obama and Anthony Bourdain here again? What's going on? But yeah, if you're wearing different coloured uniform, you have mutual respect, but you mutually agree that you're on the opposing team. If you're wearing a yellow high vis and they're wearing an orange, you kind of know we're same, but we're different. So apparently it's somewhere just down here. If my navigation skills are correct, it should be on this street somewhere. I've got the name of it. Let me see. I don't know, maybe I need to go out onto the road here and walk down a bit so I can properly see. Yes, there it is, guys. That is the famous Buncha restaurant right there, the famous one in Vietnam, Hanoi. This restaurant just behind me is where former US President Barack Obama and Anthony Bourdain came to get food while they were in Vietnam. Why they came here, I don't know. It's still up for debate. It's a bit of a myth or folklore, but at least we'll go in and let's see what the food's like. Upstairs? Yeah. Thank you. Upstairs? Thank you. Here we go. Oh, up to this floor here. This is the famous restaurant. Let's check it out. Where are we going? Where are we going? Ah. Food? One? Just one? Here? Ah, here. I will go here. Oh, here we are, guys. We're in the restaurant. And if my memory serves me correct from my research, is that the Barack Obama? It is. The table I've got is literally, so that right there is Barack Obama and Anthony Bourdain's actual table. Look, they put it in a glass case, and apparently the plates, knives, the forks, or whatever the dishes, everything, nothing's been changed. That is their exact seats, and they have just cased it off. Look. They've actually got a shrine to Barack Obama. What the fuck? In fact, how did I miss this? What the fuck is going on? Look, that is a literal picture. Barack Obama, Anthony Bourdain, sitting here having their dinner, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. What's the chances the seat I got is right beside, like, a Barack was sitting here, like Barack Obama was sitting here. I'm now sitting here. Let's check out what the menu has. So that's the menu, guys, and look at that. They've actually got the combo Obama dedicated to Barack Obama. You can get the bun chop that I'm here for. You get, I think that's like a starter, and you can get an actual beer as well. Look, the combo Obama. I don't drink beer, so I'm maybe not gonna get the combo Obama, but I'll get something similar to what the big man got. Right, I'm gonna see how good my Vietnamese is, which is probably horrendous, but I've got a couple of sayings wrote down on my phone, and I'm gonna try and order my food in Vietnamese. I'm gonna get the combo Obama. I'm obviously not gonna drink the beer. I can give it to someone in the restaurant, but I may as well order the Obama. It's 130 Vietnamese dong, which is about £3.20. We are well on budget. I had 300 dong today. We got the coffee. So let me see. Xin chào. K night. Is it good? How do you get no beer?
Yeah, concern.
Ah, okay. How do you say no beer? Is it Hong Dong Bi no beer? It's wrong. Give me a Pepsi. And how do you say thank you? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Satnayo. Yeah. He left me hanging. I half ordered that in Vietnamese. I wanted to learn certain things, so I was able to say no beer and get a Pepsi instead. Thank you very much. He must have understood me because he brought me a Pepsi. But we're getting the combo Obama. There you go. And right behind me is exactly where he sat while he was here. Feast. So here comes the bun cha, right? It's a massive bowl like this. Now, apparently you don't eat it like a soup. You just dip the noodles with the chopsticks. You dip the noodles in to get the flavour. And apparently the meat inside here is kind of like burger patties. Look, it's kind of like a burger. But look at the salad, massive plate of salad. And what I like about this is they give you chilies and garlic, and you can add it in. Let me see. You add it into the bun cha. There's the garlic, and let's get a couple of chilies. You add the chilies in, and you let that marinate, and you can make it as spicy or as garlicky as you want. Right, I'm gonna try the fried. Look at the fried seafood roll first. Go and try that first. I think that's more like a starter to the main. I think inside it has prawn, has a couple of different, my mind's went blank, it has a couple of different seafood inside there along with vegetables as well, and obviously heavily buttered. Yeah, the butter inside just completely falls off and you're left with all like the goodness, but it's prawn, there's prawns inside it. Tastes absolutely fantastic. I wish you'd get a little bit more of butter because the butter's nice as well, very light for butter. Right, the garlic and chilies are marinated for a while there. I want to see what the buncha has to offer. I've never actually used chopsticks before, so I want to see what chopsticks are all about. Right, apparently you just dip it in to get the flavour, and then let me get some of that burger patty. Dripping in sauce. Yeah, it actually tastes like a burger patty. There's something sweet in it, like a honey taste. That might be in the actual soup itself, the buncha itself, but just a really good chunk of meat, burger, beef, and a nicely sweet sauce. Buncha, 10 out of 10. If I'm honest, I'm just going to do it like this. I think that's the easiest way, if you just dunk it in like that. Oh, it goes very stringy, very easy, right? That's how you buncha. Get this, dunk it in. So it's not just the beef patties inside, there's like this bacon, porky bit as well. It seems to be multiple cuts. But I think it's just best if you lift it like this. Get a little pepper, make a little combo, dunk it in a little bit, and then just... I always say, finger food. Oh, the joy, the joy. Let's go again, round two, chili. Love spicy food, I love when the sweats ran over. But obviously finger food is the best food. Food you have to dunk your hands into. Oh my god, that chili. Food that your hands end up dripping with sauce like this, and it ends up dripping all down your face like this. That is the best food you can get, finger food. The woman that works here came around and gave me a fork there. It was like, here, try with this, try with this. And I was like, no, I prefer it like this here. And she just started laughing. Honestly, if I can't use the chopsticks like you're meant to, I'm using my hands. So that was my first buncha experience. The restaurant is starting to pack up a wee bit now, look. But I just realised it's actually a Michelin star restaurant. Michelin star restaurant. I don't know what the criteria is, thank you very much. I don't know what the criteria is to get the label of Michelin star, but I know it is. It's the top echelon of restaurants. Hello. I'm gonna go in here and see. I think there's maybe more pictures on the wall in here. Yeah, look, there he is again. And then again. This must be the most famous picture, it's everywhere, where him and Anthony Bourdain, he's just chilling, having a beer. Apparently, so what happened was, he was in Vietnam for whatever reason, I don't know, but he said to Anthony, or whoever his kind of crew was, his handler was, that he wants to go for some local food in a local restaurant, and the person that was with him was like, I know a spot, let's go here. And just randomly, that's why they decided to come here. In some countries, if you burp, it's actually a sign of... That's just disgusting. It's actually a sign of appreciation. I think it's Japan, if you burp off your food. It is a good thing. We're in the UK or whatever. If you burp, you're like, fuck's sake mate, come on, that's stinking. But yeah, just out of random pot luck, somebody suggested come here, and now they're able to, you know, make it into a bit of a tourist spot. And surprisingly, for somewhere that is so touristy, wasn't that busy. It wasn't that packed. Let's go and get this paid up. Thank you very much. Look, he's here again. Look, that must be him in the restaurant there. Look, that is right there, just there. There you go, the famous Barack Obama restaurant. Yeah, thank you very much. So there's the bill there, actually. 120 it was, which is, thank you very much. 120 Vietnamese dong, which is 100 is £3. The 20 is, it must be about 40p. About £1.40 for a 3-course meal. You get the bun cha, you get the fish starter, you can get a beer if you want, or a water. I got a Pepsi. There you go. Now that is the famous restaurant that Barack Obama and Anthony Bourdain visited. I don't know what year it was. I should have done my research what year. It was obviously when he was president, which was at least 10, maybe 15 years ago, because it's Trump, Biden, Trump, and then was it Barack? Who knows? Who cares? The food was incredible. Barack, that's up for debate. Vietnam, it's fantastic, but that's me fed and watered for a couple of pounds. We have spent, out of the 300 dong I originally had, I think I've spent about 200, but you know, the 3-course meal there and the traditional egg coffee here both came to $165. It hasn't even cost me a $5 for the coffee and the food there, which is, you know, and that's dear places I'm going to. They aren't the cheap places. That's obviously, you know, two kind of tourist spots where things are going to be more expensive, and it was still cheap. It was still cheap. That's a Michelin star restaurant, a famous Michelin star. There we go again. Michelin star restaurant, and the famous original place of the egg coffees. And all of it was like £4. So we've still got money to spare, but I'm not feeling hungry just yet. I need to walk around for a little bit, and then maybe we can get some banh mi's. I've literally just came around the corner from the Brock restaurant to here, and there's this little interface here. One of the things I noticed about Vietnam before I came here was these chaotic kind of interfaces. Like, we would usually have a roundabout, but they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of roads all meeting in the middle, and you just see like a squadron of bikes or mopeds going from all different directions. I was going to walk a little, but I think I could do with a coffee, a proper coffee, not the egg coffee, like a good dark Vietnamese one. And literally just here is a very local spot, so I'm going to pick a seat here. Coffee? Yeah? 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 No?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, here? Yeah, yeah. I thought he was going to say no there. I thought he was going to say there's no coffee. But anyway, so I was going to walk a little bit, work up an appetite, and then eat more food again. But we're ahead in the budget. I thought the Brock restaurant would have been more expensive. So we've got money to spare to squeeze in an extra coffee, and I'm going to pick this incredible spot here. I can people watch at the Crazy Junction here. I can sit on my little chair, my little tiny Vietnamese chair in this local coffee spot. Oh, I said it before and I'm going to say it again. I feel like sitting on a chair like this is definitely more comfortable than sitting up like upright like this and stiff as a board, like an ironing board. Here, this is the natural kind of height that your body wants to sit at and chill at, but what a spot. This is exactly, oh, just like that. Thank you, brother. He brought me an ice one. I didn't even ask for one, but we'll go with the ice one. What I've noticed they do here in Vietnam, they bring you out a kind of a tea with your coffee. Everywhere does it. It's kind of free of charge. It's like a, let me taste. Well, that one tastes different than all the rest. They're kind of like a green tea, but they've like some kind of herb or spice in it, but it's a nice wee chaser just to wash your coffee down with. I noticed in the Balkans, every time you get a coffee, you get a glass of water, which is obvious. You know, coffee dehydrates you, so water's going to hydrate you. But in the Balkans, every coffee you get a little glass of water. Here you get a little glass of tea. But let's try the black Vietnamese coffee. Iced coffee, by the way. Oh my god, it's strong. Oh, in fact, it's not an iced coffee. There's milk at the bottom. I haven't stirred it. Woohoo! Shaken, not stirred. Let's get that stirred up, baby. I love here that they automatically, like in the UK, I've said this before, in Europe or whatever, if you ask for a coffee, you'll get it warm because we're more colder climate here. They will ask you hot or warm, or they will usually just guess that it's cold and you'll get an iced coffee like this, which, you know what, I'm getting down with iced coffees. I love the iced coffees. Have you seen my fridge at the start of the video? I stock my fridge up with iced coffees, Vietnamese iced coffees, but unbelievable. Oh, see now the milk's mixed into it. Oh, let's give that an extra little mix actually. Bombs away. Oh, I'm just going to take a wee moment. I'm going to put the camera away. I've caught everything that I need to right there. I'm just going to let you take a moment because I mean it when I say this. This is exactly what I've dreamed of for many, many years before I came to Vietnam. This right here, chilling on the little stools, out on the street. People watching the mod junctions here of scooters just flying about, trying all the amazing coffees, and just kind of not having the care in the world. Just that is the epitome of travelling. That is the epitome of my saying, before you kick the bucket, tick the bucket. It generally means before you die, do absolutely fucking everything that it is you want to do with your life. And right now in this moment, that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes when I get the bill or when I finish my coffee. But for now, I'll take 5 just to enjoy this right here. Like this woman's came around with little treats. Can I have one? Let me see, what are they? Ah, one of each. I have no idea what these are. They look like sugary treats. I want to get one of each. Yeah, how much? 10. Where's my bag? 10 Vietnamese dong. Surely that's not right. If it is, that's a bargain. And I think it's like little donuts. I'm laughing like fuck at our little signs. Has a wee sign or like a wee sound here. Hi, Bansanda. There you go. Thank you very much. I'm thinking, like in the UK, we have ice cream trucks that make the Teddy Bear's Picnic song. It says, I don't know what it says because my Vietnamese isn't good, but let's try the little sugar balls. I think they are. Oh, they are a different texture than I expected. This one looks like a coated icing. They're warm. They're warm. There's no way they're only 10 Vietnamese dong for free. What's that, 10 Vietnamese dong? Free pea. Oh my goodness. It's like Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. No, you go to the fairground and you get donuts and you dunk it in that sugar. Oh. Yeah. What? It's okay. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Coffee was only 25. So I think I gave him 50 and he gave me 15 back. I don't know why I didn't have enough change or why I was 35, but even 35, again, I'm going to do terrible mathematics here. 100,000 is a pound, so that's a third. Yeah, it was like 30p for the coffee. I had to get that paid there just out of curiosity. But back to the balls. Let's see what this one's about. It has the little seeds on it. This one is less sugary, more savoury. Yeah, there isn't really a great deal of taste of this one. There's not really, you know, in comparison. You can compare. You can. I was nearly burping again. You can compare it to. Yeah, Texture wise, really crispy on the outside, fluffy and like bubbly or air like inside. Flavour wise, there's no flavour. I think I've saved the best to last though, right? This one here, the red, it's red coloured. 1 second, if I can get it out of the bag. Ah, come on. Right, here we go. This one here. Right? Let's try the ready. Is that toffee? If that's toffee on it, I'm so happy. Definitely some kind of caramelized sugar or... Yeah, I like that one. I like the first one and the last one. The middle one was kind of like... There is no reason why you should be eating that one. But there you go now. 10 dong for that. 35 dong for the coffee. The vibes and the scenes in front of me, absolutely priceless. And just like that, we are caffeinated. I want to give a shout out to this little spot here. Me Cafe, it's called. Not that anybody's probably going to watch my YouTube videos and come here off the back of it, but you never know. You never know. The guy there was absolutely a legend, the young guy that worked there. He came over and he was speaking to me. I asked, do it do YouTube? I said yes. And he's one of the first people in Vietnam that asked, you know, am I doing YouTube? And asked to follow me. And the service was good, plus the location. That is an incredible spot to sit and have coffee if you're in Hanoi. And it's cheap, 35 dong for a coffee. But I done my mathematics there. I checked how much money I have left out of the 300 dong. And I have 90, which is about £2.80. So I'm gonna try and squeeze in a bang me and maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see. You should be able to get a bang me for that. But first, I need to walk a bit. I need to. Whew, I'm sitting out like I'm pregnant here. I don't think I could squeeze in a bang me just yet. But if we walk here for about half an hour and see what's happening around about dusk time here in Vietnam. Maybe then will be time for some bang me's. So as much as Vietnamese coffee is good, which trust me, it is absolutely superb. It works too good in the terms of it is like taking a laxative, and I'm slowly but surely, well I wouldn't say slowly, rapidly feeling the effects of having a caffeinated stomach. My bowels are starting to conjure up some nasty things, and the biggest issue is I am a long way away from my apartment. So I hope this doesn't turn into a kind of turtle's head race. Let's see who gets there first. Yeah, I'm about 25 minutes away from the hotel. My stomach's bubbling here, and you know, that's only the beginning. It just out of the blue, just Vietnamese coffee, just out of the blue says, right this second, you need a shit. And if you don't go for one in the next 30 seconds, you're gonna shit yourself. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I make it back and I don't shit myself on my way back to the apartment. Whoa, look at this game. They're playing some sort of game, like tennis or badminton, but with their feet. What? He's using the shuttlecock with his feet. What is going on? You see, look, he's going to kick the shuttlecock. Whoa. No racket, no? Feet? So good. Look, this is a doubles match over here, look. How are you able to play badminton with no racket? There's the shuttlecock there, look. Ah, he's giving me it. There's the shuttlecock there. Let me see if I can. Oh, no. I am straight up, but these guys are the pros here. Oh, for you, go. I think I was meant to give that back to him to start the game. He wasn't happy at that, but let's see at least a round. Oh, look at the shot. Woohoo! Nice. How did he get his leg up so high to kick that over? I've been running fucking stick ahead and have at you, cunt. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Overhead kick. Oh. I must admit, he's the broken leg and the centipede. He's quite crap at it. The rest of them are half decent. Look, he fucked it up again. Referee, substitution, get him off. Sub, head in the black. Yo, saying it. Yo, hand in your P45. Oh, he done all right that time. Let's see. Love it, love it. Rifle. Up and win, up and win. Oh, that's one each. That's one each. We'll see who gets the 2-1 first, right? Let's see who gets the 2-1. Big Chief, your shade. The guy in the black lost the game. Substitution should bring me on, the wee man. That'd have been man of match. The guy in the black was terrible, but he's probably better than most people at whatever Vietnamese random bombing, food bombing sport that is. There you go. Let's keep walking. That took my mind off needing to make a bowel movement for about 30 seconds, and then now that I've started walking again, I'm remembering that I need a bowel movement. Wow, starting to get to my favourite time of day. I love dusk, I love when the sun's setting. Apparently this is a man-made lake, or if it's not, it's one of the other ones. There's multiple little lakes throughout Hanoi. One of them, I think it's this one, is actually man-made, and it's kind of like a meeting point that everybody comes. When I was down this morning doing my run, I've done like a 5k run around here, and there was everybody like doing their workouts and stuff, and then now that it's night time, people are just coming. You know, the place is getting lively. It's going from daytime people to nighttime people, and this is always like, this is a good meeting point, or a place to come and people watch, to come and chill, to get food, to get coffee, whatever it may be, down at the lake. But the sun's just setting over here in the distance, and it's skimming across the water. Favorite time of day. It releases some sort of dopamine inside the brain or something. A sunset or a sunrise. It's absolutely beautiful, and I keep missing the sunsets while I'm here, because I'm usually out all day and then I go back to the room for like half an hour, and I get my videos uploaded, or I take a bit of chill time, and then I come back at night time. But this is the first time I'm actually walking back, and I'm getting to see. You aren't going to get to see because of where I'm standing, but yeah, just through that little gap, there it is there. That's the first time I'm getting to see a sunset while here in the beautiful Vietnam. And as always, there is a KFC. No matter where you go in the world, there is a KFC or a McDonald's, which is not going to feature in Tick the Bucket's food vlog. We are not going to KFC or McDonald's. It actually annoys me when I see Westerners or Europeans going to McDonald's when they're on holiday. It's kind of like a pet peeve of mine. But what I will say on that note is, here in Asia, because of, like I said, I don't know about KFC, but McDonald's is obviously an American chain originally. It's kind of glamorous to them, because it's like they're going to an original American restaurant. It's kind of like us getting Chinese or Indian food, and I found it quite endearing and sincere when I seen a family. Let me get across this road. Yeah, I was in Pakistan, and there was a family in a McDonald's restaurant, and they were so happy. The kids were so happy. They'd never been to McDonald's before, and they were saying about it being like a famous, like it is famous, it's worldwide known. McDonald's, to us it's just cheap junk food, but the people that's never been there before, or never been out of Asia or Africa or whatever continent they're from, they haven't been to the US or they haven't been to Europe, McDonald's might seem glamorous. To us it's not, but I guess that's all about subjective experience and everybody's own personal opinion or view, or where you're coming from in life. So this is the little street that I was in earlier when we first headed out near my hotel. As you can see, it's around about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon now, and things are getting quite hectic and busy here, this street here. Every vendor the whole way up does the exact same kind of dish. It's like crinkle cut chips and like little pork, I don't know, pork sticks. They're about that size. You get about 10 of them. That's where I was sitting yesterday when I had mine. Just round the corner here is my hotel. In fact, there you are there, there's the chips. And up there is the pork sticks. I'm not going to get them tonight. It's not on budget, first and foremost. Secondly, it wasn't great for my bowel movements, but thankfully we are at my apartment here because the Vietnamese coffee is really starting to kick in. I'm starting to break a sweat, and not from the heat, from the clenching of my cheeks, let's just say. But here we are at the apartment. Thank God that's over. Oh, sorry, who that using? I didn't see you coming in there. I may or may not have had to rush back to the apartment to go for a to wash my hands. I didn't go for a shave, just wash my hands. You were going for a shave? What do you mean? I was fucking just in there washing. I was going for a pee. What do you mean a shave? You were going for a shave? Aha, you were going for a shave. I can't believe you had to rush the whole way back after drinking Vietnamese coffee in case you shit. I was only going for a pee. Honestly, I was only going for a pee. Can't believe that, darling. I'm scunnered for you. You were in there going for a shake, you stinking cunt. Anyway, now that I may or may not have cleared some room in my stomach, now that, you know, potentially rumour has it, according to myth and folklore, I might have went for a bowel movement just there now. After struggling for about 20 minutes to get home, and now I can eat more food. Let's go out into the streets and spend the rest of the money, the 90 dong that we have left. Let's go and get some bang me's and finish this day off, spending the rest of the money, finish it off on a high. It's been fantastic from start to finish. The food's been incredible, it's been cheap. Now that I've went for a wash my hands, let's go. So after a quick break, we're back out into the crazy streets of Hanoi, and I have about 90 dong left, which isn't a hell of a lot, but it's enough to get me a little snack before I go to bed here, my nighttime feed. So I want to get a bang me, and I want to get a smoothie, and I'm pretty sure there's a smoothie joint. In fact, there's a smoothie joint behind me where, fuck up, like you're not going nowhere. There's a smoothie joint actually where the bang me's are, but I'm gonna go to a separate place. What's the point? Why you beat your horn? Calm down, relax, nobody's in a hurry. Look, this is the smoothie joint here. Hello. Yes. Like there's the list there of things. Pomegranate, pineapple, orange, pear. I don't know why it says toad. We're not gonna get toad. Guava, passion fruit. Let me see, what are we in the mood for? I think the last time I was here I got pineapple. Can I get passion fruit? Yes. How much?
40 a medium, 50 a big one.
50 for a big one. How much for a small one?
Medium.
A medium, how much for a medium one? That's the big one there.
40.
Just a medium one. How much?
40.
40? 40. I don't know how much 40 is.
Big 50.
No, we'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. We're on a budget. This one, 40.
Do you like sugar?
I've got enough money to get the 51 as much as I want. We're trying to stay within the budget because I still need to get a bang me. We've only got 90.
Do you like sugar?
No sugar. No sugar.
Sour.
I'm sweet enough, baby. I'm sweet enough. No sugar.
Yes.
No sugar. So, 40 dong, I don't know how much that is, but by the time I edit and finish this video, I'll put the price there, which means we have 50 dong left to get a bang me, which is good, so I can get the smoothie and then I can head over there somewhere. In fact, anywhere here you'll get a bang me, but over there is a great spot that is pretty close to my hotel. I know it's tried and tasted. Sort of, there we go. Oh, no thank you. Thank you. There we go, we're sort of with our smoothie, our pineapple. I wasn't even a pineapple, sure one that was passion fruit I asked for. But here we go, we haven't got far to walk, just literally across the road here is where I'm gonna go and get the bang me's right here. In fact, look, there's a spot right there. I'm gonna take this as my seat right here in the middle of the streets. Passion fruit, maybe should have got sugar in it. In fact, it was a slow reaction. The sugary taste kicked in a little later. Passion fruit is my favourite fruit on planet Earth. Every day when I was in Colombia, I had passion fruit. In Colombia, it is called maracuja. Maracuja is the original name because it is a Spanish fruit or a South American fruit, and they call it maracuja or maracuya. So that is the original name. Passion fruit is kind of the European or the English version of calling it that. But 40 dong, we'll have 50 dong left. I'm gonna take a minute to enjoy that, and then I'm gonna get my banh mi right here. So there is the menu there of all the banh mi's here. As you can see, some of them are 30,000, like this one. Most of them are 40. There's ones there at 50. I always go for this one, char siu, the grilled pork. If you're coming to Vietnam, you have to get the grilled pork. In my opinion, it's the OG. You can get pretty much anything. I'm sure you can get vegetarian or vegan. Why would you do that? But why would you be a vegetarian or vegan? Get the meat. But the grilled pork here is the OG. It's the best one. It's the one I get. It's the one I eat like 5 a day. A seriously unhealthy amount of banh mi's I have a day. But that's the remainder of my money going. In fact, I actually have 10 chains left here. Where is it? I have 10 Vietnamese dong left. It was 40. The smoothie that's sitting here, it was only 40, which means I have 10 Vietnamese dong left after everything I've had today. Which just goes to show you how cheap it is here. Like, I don't even know, 10,000 Vietnamese dong isn't really worth anything. It by itself isn't going to get you something, make you a bottle of water. But after everything I've done and had today, I still have chains, you know what I mean? I still have chains left, but my banh mi is nearly ready and I can't wait to get my teeth sunk straight into it. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, here we go, my banh mi's ready, my banh mi is ready. Oh, they always give you these little, everywhere you go, there are always these little paper envelopes. Let's get it out. It's always piping hot because they kind of grill it or toast it. Whoa, check it out. This little shop here does it slightly different. They kind of do a panini style. You can see the little lines going across it. But check out the banh mi. Let me try and get this round for the camera. Look at all the goodness inside that there. Let's get the banh mi. Let's get my gums around it. Say it before, I'm going to say it again. Banh mi's are the best travel food I've ever had. I have a banh mi fascination. Hopefully one day I can open a banh mi shop in Belfast and bring these incredible sandwiches to the UK. Before I go and finish my banh mi and enjoy it, I'm going to show you this. Look at this first spot, right? That's my little chair there, beside the tree. That's the banh mi shop. My hotel's just up here, but look at this little square here. Look at it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hanoi is one of the most, if not the most beautiful city in the world. This is just a bog standard street, and look how colourful it is. Look how aesthetically pleasing it is. Look. Beautiful, beautiful, so vibrant. Incredible spot. Honestly, I'm falling in love with this city. And on that note, I'm going to bring today's vlog to an end. We've had an incredible day. You know, we've went to the first ever egg coffee spot in Vietnam. We went to the famous Barack Obama restaurant. We went and got the Lanzai banh mi's that I love. And we've done it all with 10,000 Vietnamese dong left over. If you've got this far in the video, do me a favour. Let me know where in the world are you watching from. I love to hear from you all. I love to know where you are watching from. And as always, before you kick the bucket, and I'll see you all on the next one. Boom!